Hey, hey, beautiful souls. Welcome. Welcome to this Moon Day messages with me, your cosmic, spiritual, earthly guide, Lisa D. Lyle. I'm feeling a little like my heart's racing right now. We're on the other side of the full moon eclipse. Mm. We're on the other side of it. It's happened. We're in it. We are in it. And so, as we connect, you may be feeling these energetics that have you feeling a little bit shaky. It was 44 there. And we're really going to tune into the angelic realms today. There's a lot going on, there's a lot to say. It feels like there's been a big shift in the last, since we last connected live. And there feels like there's also been a call to action for those who are hearing the call. So you may be hearing this call to action, and hopefully today's messages and our connection with the angelic realms will be of support to you as we continue to move through eclipse season 2025. And 2025, the year that we break free to the thrive. So, whew. At this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, with the intention of us fulfilling our planetary mission in this lifetime. And what a lifetime it is. This is a huge karmic lifetime. We're clearing up so much of the karmic stuff. We're clearing up a lot of stuff. We're going to use this little rain stick. Apparently, I'm really parched. It's day 8 without a cigarette. Yay, me. I'm feeling so crusty these days. I feel like I've lost my best friend, honestly. And I know that's not true at all. I have so much time. I'm getting I'm being productive in other ways. And yet it's a process that we go through, these letting go, the releasing of what no longer serves our soul, honestly. And we are sensitive souls, and we are souls that came here in this lifetime. I received a message today that Lisa, from the spiritual realms, of course, there's nobody here that said it to me. My ears have been ringing like crazy, particularly the left ear all day. And the message came through is, Lisa, your purpose is bigger than you. I'm like, yeah, okay. So we're going to use the rain stick. So what does that mean? If our purpose is bigger than us, is there any way that we can stop our purpose from unfolding? Would we want to? Do you want to? I don't. I really want my purpose to unfold. I want to be an active participant in the unfolding. And I guess the challenge is here for most of us, it's being human, right? HUE. How do we be human when we know that we're these great spiritual beings, these powerhouses spiritually? We shall see. So let's just take a few deep breaths. And as we work with the rain stick, let's just imagine ourselves, our physical essence being cleansed and cleared. I'm just feeling big shifts in the throat there, like seriously, a vibrational shift, a leveling up. So as we're leveling up as the spiritual initiate, man, words are hard to find these days. So let's just breathe. So someone's just so anyways, we're not going to get distracted because there is an energy of this about what I'm really feeling these days and what I've really felt shift in the last little while. So you can see my eye is still wonky. um, I know that there's something in there. I can feel something in there. But you know what? I'm doing this parasite cleanse, and I had the uncomfortable feeling last night that there like a parasite in there. I know. I'm not going crazy, everyone. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to address it today when I have some um, more people around me. I'm a scaredy cat with some things, even when it's happening to yourself. Anywho, today we're going to connect in with the angels and ancestors. Do you think I need an eye patch? Do you think I need an eye patch? Hmm. How are you all doing? How was the eclipse? Did you have you felt any energetic shifts? I getting back to without I can't look at myself. That's the thing. If I look, I get distracted. Um, what is so important for us at this time is spiritual hygiene, like really keeping our space, particularly beginning with our physical body, clear, and working with sound, working with rest, working with breath to really support us in maintaining equilibrium in a time where it feels like there's a lot going on outside of us, right? There's a lot going on. I also feel like I'm going to be going quiet for a little bit as guided. I'm really feeling, yeah, to go quiet a little bit here and focus more on the calling down into the experience, the soul's deep desire, and having the courage and strength to go forward, clearing up, wrapping up these big karmic cycles, and really, like the sacred fool, traveling lightly into this next phase of creation, co-creation through the physical vessel with ourselves, through the vessel as the chariot, as the vehicle of light that we are in this life. We are I keep hearing poetic justice, and those of you who have been around a while know that I have called myself a time or two Lyrical Lisa. I'm like the modern day Dr. Seuss, or whatever I am. Who cares? It's like, actually, that's a good point, because I was going to say, who cares? And they stopped me. And that's something that they'd like me to address here as well. I am really feeling a call to step back from these daily lives and to really focus on reestablishing, not even reestablishing, because we've cleared so much, we've healed so much. If you're here, chances are you are feeling similar energy, or you're moving into this energy. Like I'm at the point in this lifetime where it's just like, you know what? I'm really just switching to the glide. I would like to enjoy the rest of my life, in relative peace and ease, and continue growing spiritually, continue to unfold as intended. Who intended? I don't know. Did I intend? Did God intend? Who intended? Who intended us to be what we are here? I don't know. Those are the deep questions we're here to ask ourselves. And I'm going to spend some time in the remainder of Virgo season asking those questions and sitting in that space of reflection and, you know, yeah, getting to know me again. So 1122 there, that's interesting. Stepping onto like walnut. 2, High Priestess, trusting our intuition, standing on our own 2 feet, nurturing our roots. You know, we are spiritually smart and wise, and sometimes we're too smart in our human HUE lives for our own good, or maybe it is for our good. It's all about the sacred geometry that we are, you know. All great trees were once little nuts who simply stood their ground. Rowan, protection, following the guidance of, this is the Hierophant, the counterpart to the High Priestess energy. This is being present in our experience, knowing being present in our experience, knowing that we are indeed the seed of change. We are indeed these conscious beings who came, more masculine energy, 23. So we got the 5-5, the uncomfortable. Damn, it's uncomfortable. I'm so friggin' uncomfortable. September, soul sinking September has been, oh my goodness, uncomfortable. I've got all this free time on my hands. I'm not smoking. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? What am I creating? How am I getting through the days? Someone said to me yesterday, I'm surprised you haven't, caved yet. And I'm like, so am I. I'm really surprised. I've had to talk myself out of caving so many times. And even here, like, I don't know if this is spirit guided me saying I'm going to take a break from this space, or if that's like me saying, I just don't even know why I keep doing this. Well, it's because there's an awareness deep within that we are the seeds of change. We are the ones who came to have this uncomfortable experience, to move beyond the uncomfortable experience, and through acts of fearless, authentic, integral, thoughtful humans. This is, through the stillness. No, I'm not making it up. It is. I am going quiet for a bit. It's needed. Because, even though my son's not here, even though I'm single and I don't have, a partner in the physical, I've got like pets and they all want me and need me. And it's like, sometimes it's been too much. It's been too much these days. I'm just like, oh my gosh, leave me alone. Animals, leave me alone. And yet they've been getting more and more of my time because, it's what we do. Archangel Sandalphon, and then we had Melchizedek come out here too. Color healing. And so look at the beauty of the stillness. I was on nicotine for over 10 years. Guides got me off for 6 months last year. Went back on. I got off last month for a few weeks. Back on. Yeah, nicotine is one of these things. It's not easy. Hey, you know what? And I like to say, hey, I'm not a quitter. I'm certainly not a quitter when it comes to spiritual growth and development and, growing up emotionally and spiritually. And, there's a lot of things I've had to quit over the years. Alcohol, and nicotine. The funny thing is, we're funny creatures, us humans. I've had like great periods of like nicotine free in my adult life, great periods of alcohol free in my adult life. And it's just that one. That one. And there was that one cigarette I took, I don't even know how many years ago. now, and I've just been going hard. And every time I was thinking about quitting, I was like smoking more. It was ridiculous. And I continually, because again, wanting to figure it all out, understanding that this is a harmful thing that we do. It's not really an act of self-love, even if we try to justify it as like I'm smudging my lungs or something, but that's so funny. It's so important to us, for us to show up for ourselves. And, I've done it cold turkey so far, these first eight days. And that's the way I like to do it. I'm not going to get myself hooked on a vape or anything. I just, and, that's not knocking those that do it good, whatever gets you off the nicotine. But, nicotine, it's the cigarettes that are bad. Anyways, I don't want to go there. We're doing great, and it is challenging. And you know what? It's about us showing up in our day-to-day life. How can we continue to show up for ourselves that supports our healing, that supports our ability to hold the higher frequency that we're here to hold? Like, does that make any sense? We're all energetic beings, and we're here to hold a vibration. And the vibration we're here to hold is the vibration of co-creation with the divine. We are the poetics of light alive in this lifetime. And our wishes and prayers and dreams are indeed coming true when we get into the space of the stillness, and just breathing ourselves through the resistance, breathing ourselves through the self-doubt that may be creeping up, may be coming up at this time. The feelings of like, what is this all for? What are we doing here? What is this for? And when we look too far outside of ourselves, I mean, of course, that question's 1818-99. Of course, that question is going to come up. And 1818, the moon energy, right? The moon is the shadow. I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow, our own shadow. And, to face our shadow is, it's the greatest thing we'll ever do for ourselves. It's a gift to do that. And yet it's not comfortable. It's not comfortable. Yeah, thank you. I'm strong. 8 days, I know. 8 days is great. It's amazing, cold turkey. And you know what? We're amazing. All of us are amazing. We've overcome so much. Are you ready to step into your amazing co-creative life as the poetic of life, the creative poetic of life, doing the dance as the divine feminine or divine masculine while here on Mother Earth, sending our healing, our prayers, our love into the world? It's so funny because I lost a card. So I had done some cleaning up in this room. I got rid of the boxes that were still here. They had sat here for a year. So we've been here for almost a year now, and the boxes are gone. Yay me! I did that too. Now that I don't smoke, I have like this free time. Anyways, I had thought weeks ago that I lost a card, and as I was cleaning up, I saw this on the ground under my desk, and it's the loving heart card, and I was so happy to receive that yesterday because it's really important for us in our life to understand how, even if we don't feel supported, even if we don't feel like, I showed up at work yesterday and after my weekend, and my bestie was there. And as soon as I pulled in beside her, I could see that she was not, like, she was feeling some way. my eye, so I pull up and she looks at me like upset, emotional, and I just went like this. And, it kind of like she laughed. And then we both had like a little cry and a laugh and a hug it out. Like everyone's going through something, everyone's going through it. We're in the thick of it. And if we can get out there in the world and be divinely human and, um, keep showing up for ourselves behind the scenes, doing things that are good for us, not causing us harm, being a compassionate, a compassionate human being. I feel so like emotional right now. Geesh, balance. Oh, that song. Hush, child, things are going to get. No, the train horn is going. Hush, child, things are going to get easier. That song? Things are going to get brighter. So, although we may not feel surrounded in love and support in the third dimensional field in this realm, I encourage you, please rest assured, we are so supported. And your way that you care for yourself, tend to your garden, view yourself as a garden, the way you care for yourself and your heart is so, your vessel and your heart is so critical at this time. Spiritual hygiene. There's a lot of creepy crawlies out there. And especially during like eclipse season, what is hidden is being revealed. We're all going through our feels, our stuff, and then we're a little fishy within this big cosmic um, ocean of life, human life. We are the organic matter that is continually transforming through the essence of love, and we ought to be safe and secure. And wasn't this creation? I have this picture here. It was Frank's picture. It's the one picture I have, like the one thing I have of his. And I believe that's called creation. And we've had creativity here, creativity, creation. And I think we had it somewhere else. Well, we have healing. So this is all about our healing. This is all about our ability to truly love ourselves, trust ourselves, and go forward, knowing that we are guided and we're being led. Can we continue to trust our intuition, 2424, 66, as the script flippers, as the ones here to flip the script? Virgo, the sixth house in the zodiac, 6-6, health, vitality. How are you doing? How are you feeling? How's Virgo season been treating you? It was great for the first week. And then I made choices that were about me showing up for me and loving myself. And it's been a ride ever since September. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock, the time. Soul Sinking September has been about great change. And as you sit today, as you connect with this message, you may be feeling like, well, I'm not really seeing the change. I'm not seeing the change. You are the change. And we may not be seeing it, but geesh, are we ever feeling it? And this is what we're here for. We are the joyful. Oh, I'm so glad that this came, because now I feel excited again. And they're saying bottom card. I'm so glad that this came because, as the joyful little hummingbird, that we are, my hummingbird feathers, one personally delivered to me by a bumblebee a couple years ago delivered on my knee. We are protected. Please do what you're being asked to do behind the scenes. Listen to the inner voice. Listen to, listen to the inner voice. However you connect to source, whatever it is, breath, mostly breath. Conscious contact with our heart. Listen to your heart as we move forward, because we are off. Although we may be feeling a little uncomfortable, I had said at the beginning of Virgo season, as a Virgo sun, very comfortable in this energy. I'm like, Virgo's usually the taskmaster of the zodiac, the feminine, the healer, the nurturer, and sometimes overly analytical, oftentimes. And I'm like, she's not going to be the task, like she's not going to be like that this year. And she's not in a harsh and aggressive way. She is in a much more mature and soft way, saying like, it's time now to show up for yourself as yourself. And the rewards are the freedom to be yourself and to go forward joyfully co-creating. Look, the little hummingbird shield's got bells on it. Co-creating with the divine. And we have traversed, what are they saying? Like they're showing me like streams, but I'm kind of seeing it like DNA. Like we have traversed the genetics streams of time. It's like I'm hearing like kinetics, genetics, and they're showing me like I'm seeing like it's like a roadway, I guess. You know what song's coming in? Every highway, slip away on you. Is that Gordon Lightfoot? Every highway? I don't know. If you're Canadian, you may know. Every highway, something like that. Like we've traversed all these pathways. We've done it all. We've experienced it all. We're all here alive at this time in 2025, this universal 9-year that is asking us to break free. The world around us is like, it's literally gone crazy. Are you feeling it? Is it making you crazy? Or are you the initiate of peace, of stability, of the higher frequency? And we may feel vulnerable and tender in that space, yet seeing this little hummingbird come out, and I know what the word is on the back, I'm going to share it with you in a minute. Seeing this little hummingbird here, it's like we're so divinely protected. And this is the message that keeps coming to me. And my guides just say, Lisa, keep your energy clean. So I've been like the hooded, little traveler these days. And if I could get myself even more like under cover, I would. And it's something about protecting the third eye and the crown and, going forward, because we're being asked to go forward authentically from our heart and to keep this space open. And, it's a righteous walk. It's an honorable walk, and yet it's not easy, nor is it for the faint of heart. So we are the observer. We're asked, Border Patrol. I didn't see that. But I saw observe. And south, south on the medicine wheel is the direction of the inner child, is where Archangel Michael hangs out. He hangs out guiding all of us, beautiful children of light, the earth angels, the mystics, the healers that came to this life to bring forth their spiritual medicine, their wisdom. And it's not something that we've learned somewhere. It's innate within the child, right? It's innate within the child. And so much of the external, like the world that we've grown up in, I'm 55. I'm in a master year, starting off a little tender and sensitive, yet, there's still a great excitement, if not discomfort, with the shifts and changes that I'm feeling in life. Um, but yeah, it's changed. Like, so much has changed in the 50 years, right? There's so much of the gearing of the child in a particular direction, as opposed to, which is the path of enslavement, really, as opposed to the nurturing of the child to grow and thrive in their own way in the natural world, in nature. I really envision a time where more and more children will be homeschooled. There'll be more earth schools, and it's going to be as a result of necessity, in fact, because we're just, yeah, things have just veered so far from center that and this is also why, for you and I, it's so important about the spiritual hygiene, our the way we move through the world, because there's not, like, if we're the one in our family, like, there's lots of us, but we're scattered all over the place, right? I'm here. Where are you? Let me know where you're from, where you're hanging out. But here, like, wherever we are, we may be the only one in the area holding there to hold space. And we're all exactly where we're meant to be in the world. There's nowhere else you ought to be than right where you are. That's exactly where you're meant to be. Oh, Alaska. I would love Alaska. It's always been on my list. I'm in Canada, Ontario, Canada. And Alaska, I've always said, I've never really been one that's wanted to do a cruise or anything. The Alaskan cruise is the only cruise I've ever wanted to do. There's a lot of alpha male up there in Alaska, isn't there? Alphas? Are there alphas up there in Alaska? Take me to Alaska. So I'm going to just hold this. I'm not going to read. I'm going to just hold it here if you want to screenshot and read this message about the hummingbird and the... Ultimately, though, the hummingbird is about us being here for our joy, experiencing our joy, and through our transformation, moving forward. Hey, Christine. Yeah. And many of feminine are lost truly without the presence of the divine masculine. And that has been lost in our lifetime, and actually in many lifetimes, the connection of the sacred feminine and masculine in union, working in harmony, co-creating, and each knowing their role. And we have lived, that's why 6 always to me is like the script flipper energy, because the script was flipped on us. It was inverted through all these movements that, rah, rah, women's lib, rah, rah, feminist. And it's worked against women and it's worked against men. And, we've gotten ourselves to this point that if, we are the ones through our healing journey that are here to restore righteousness, to sacred union, to the divine feminine or masculine, depending on whether you're male or female, a man or a woman in this life. And, that's what we are. And so, we are here. It's funny that this card here has all the monarchs on it, because now is the time. Yeah. And a toxic man is just a man who has never really shown about how it was to be a man, to be masculine. Like I said, we've seen it in the last, like, I'll just speak for my lifetime, 55 years. the real absence of masculinity leads to toxic masculinity. And women have a big role in what is now thrown out there, toxic masculinity, because they throw toxic masculinity at real masculine, at true masculine energy, alpha masculine, protector, provider, safe, authority, a leader. So, it's a real, I used to think Alaska was part of Canada, honestly. I don't know. I think it should be. I mean, like, honestly, all these man-made borders, how redonkulous. How redonkulous. And they limit our movement through borders, and then they're just flooding our land, our home and native land, with foreigners to the land who have no sense of what it means to be a Canadian or a North American, or, have a real appreciation for diversity as well as in the natural world. So anyways, here with these monarchs, I'm really feeling, and now here locally, the monarchs are making their journey, right? We're seeing a lot of them, although over the years, less and less each and every year. Needless to say, they are making the journey. And it's like we are being asked to let ourselves fly free, to release into the world. This is the release card. It's a number 8. It's the direction of north, our true north, what it is we're here to do, the destined, fated experience of wishes and dreams coming true. Spiritual. Do you see the eagle poking out of there? Direct to source. We are connected direct to source, to spirit. Here is, if you want to get the message on the back of the card. Can we trust that we are exactly where we're meant to be in this moment? Can we continue to grow in faith that they said, look at the card. Can we continue to grow in faith that our vision is meant to be? 16 is the tower energy. Everything's got to fall. And for years, since I came out here on YouTube 12, 13 years ago, the message has been everything that is not based in truth and integrity will fall. It has to fall so we can rebuild again. And 2025 is, it's been a year of the fallen, right? And it's going to continue. And yet we are the rebuilders. We are the shift in frequency. We are the ones here to hold the higher vision, to follow our true north, the compass of our heart. So if you want to screenshot that, I'm not reading it with my eye. Sorry, I just got caught staring at my eye there. Got caught up in that. So, gang, continue to stay the course of your heart. Take care of yourself. Listen to the inner guide, and show yourself you care for yourself. Echoes of the heart. Did you just see something fly up there? 40. I'm going to have to look at that. Yes, that's it. Oh, exactly. Wrap ourselves up as we go into the world with an invisible cloak of love, and share your kind words with all. Take care of the words that you speak and choose, for they build your body and your life form. Feel the gentle wind that works your words of love to shape your life into beauty. All cultures and faiths speak of angels, messengers, guiding spirits, all subservient to the Creator. These voices are heard in your thoughts to manifest most profoundly in your heart. Anyways, everyone, with that, I'm out. I see you. I feel you. I love you. Thank you so much for showing up. I'm so grateful to my spiritual guides and teams that love me unconditionally and continue to say, Lisa, keep going. Keep going. Such beautiful seeds you have been sowing, and so have you. And so I thank you for gracing me with your presence in the here and now. Athena, thank you so much for being here and engaging. A very warm welcome to the family. You have lit me up today. Christine, thanks so much for showing up again. My sister, dear divine royalty, all of us. I'll be back here when I'm guided to be back here. And so with that being said, get out there and really go forth and pursue your joy. Remember the message I was received today. Our purpose is bigger than we are. Our spiritual purpose is bigger than we are. I see you. I feel you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for showing the world your beautiful heart.